Aquarius, hi, how are you? Just coming in, having my coffee, and reading November's general reading. Hope you guys are doing alright. It's only going to be general, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you do enjoy the reading, you can give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And see, oops. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you come around again and see me. And if you have been here before, I do appreciate the support. It means a lot. All right. My fellow Aquarians. I wonder what's going on for us. All right. What we got? Got the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Coins. The Moon, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Coins. Right? The Six of Swords, the Six of Coins, and the Page of Staffs. Alright. Alright, well, we'll see what we can find out from this. We'll clarify and... Oops. Oof. Alright, let's see. Looks like starting out like in your recent past energy. Your recent past energy, you either had a choice or it was about relationship, because the Queen of Cups is right next to it. So it's very possible it's a relationship that, oops, is with the Nine of Coins. I feel like it's an abundance. Like I feel like it's something that's you've been working on for a while. It's possibly, you know, been a long-standing relationship. Alright, and then when we clarify, we'll find out why it popped up. But, so maybe it's on your mind. You're thinking about it. But then in the present, I have the Moon, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Coins. Now this could be something where, alright, you don't know exactly what goes on. Like you're feeling like a little bit unsure. You know, things aren't clear. And you feel like you need to look closer and pay more attention. Maybe use some of your intuition, you know, looking at a different insight of it. But with this two energies, these two knights, you know, like, I feel like, okay, there's love there, and there's, you know, grounding and stability in regards to this relationship. But is there a reason why you would feel like you need to move away from it? Like, you know, maybe there's getting to be conflict. Maybe there's, you know, something's discord. Yeah. Like, you just feel like it's getting rocky. Like, there, for whatever reason, it's getting rocky. And maybe it would be better to move on. To maybe get more balance in your life. Like, I feel like you're looking for balance. And you have this idea that, okay, well, if I do this, if I move on, and I get that balance that I'm looking for, I'll be able to grab a hold of something new. So you have, like, this whole new feeling of, you know, going on. You know, being on your own, or, you know, stepping out and living life by your terms. Let's see. Why is the Lovers here for Aquarius? Why is the Lovers here for Aquarius? Nine of Pentacles again. And the Three of Cups. Now that's interesting. Alright, so again, there's stability. There's, you know, stability, but is there this Three of Cups? I mean, I don't like to say third party, but that's what's going on? Maybe there's somebody else somewhere. and, you know, maybe you're thinking there's somebody else with your partner, or is there somebody else in your life? And it's kind of like infringing on your stability, possibly, because I feel like that, or maybe you're seeking stability. Let's just see. Oh. Right, the Tower and the Five of Coins. Now that's like, okay, something's going to end really quickly. It's going to come to a sudden end, and even though I feel like you do know what it could happen, like it doesn't feel like, even though you would, I think you'd be surprised, because maybe you knew there was a possibility that something was going to come to an end, but you didn't really think, you know, like if it, I could actually explain it this way. If you ever watched The Big Bang Theory, they're Penny and Leonard, and they had this relationship, and she was like, you know, this cool, hot, beautiful person, and he was this little dork. And it would have turned her world upside down if he decided to end the relationship with her, because of all the, you know, all the times that they tried to get together and whatever. But yeah, that would have annihilated her. That's how it feels here. Like if this happens, if whatever goes on here and that happens, you're going to feel so lost. You're going to feel completely left out of, well, anything. Because I just don't think you feel like it's a possibility. But you do know there's some reason why things are rocky and you need to like step out. Then we got the Moon and the Fool. And that's like, okay, so you need this, oh, you got the Moon again. Now, it's possibly there's a Pisces around there too. But yeah, you're like, okay, you have this idea of something, but you don't know exactly what it is that you're looking at. Like you're not sure. You're not sure. And I think you feel like that you need to like go down a different path. You need to try something different if you're going to make things work. What about the Moon here? What about the Moon here for Pisces? Got the Six of Wands and the Nine of Swords. All right, so even though whatever it is that you're thinking of kind of putting into action, I still feel like you may be losing sleep over something, and, you know, having, you know, like some stress and anxiety and being worried about it, but you will get acknowledgement for what you are planning on doing. So I feel like maybe if you're like going to have a conversation, like there might have to be some conversation. You guys might need to talk. Seven of Cups. All right, well, we got the Empress and the Justice. Now, if you guys need to have some form of conversation, because apparently, I mean, there's love there. There's definitely love there. It's just a matter of, are you going to make it be able to continue growing or be nurtured and bring it back to health, in a sense? And you have to find fairness. You have to find balance in whatever situation this is. Now, mind you, that could actually be a Libra, too. But just in general, it just feels like there needs to be balance in this situation, because your relationship doesn't feel balanced to you. And I don't know what would have triggered that feeling or whatever, but it doesn't feel balanced, and I think that's what you're really looking to have happen. Now we got the Seven of Coins and the Eight of Swords. All right, so on top of that Knight of Coins, I feel like there's something coming into you guys. Not you guys, but, well, you guys, for Aquarius. Something's coming into you, and I feel like it's going to make things more balanced. And, you know, if you keep waiting and you keep making it, you know, working towards it and pushing through, it will. It will. But right now you just feel stuck. There's like, it's like a mental stuckness. And again, like I said, because you're feeling like you need balance and there is none. Or you don't think there's any. So it's almost like it's in your head that you need to, and you're not feeling it, so you feel stuck in the situation. So what about the Six of Swords? What about the Six of Swords? The King of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Well, I feel like this is, again, I mean, you're not wanting to give up on this. I feel like you do not want to give up on this. This, for some of you, I'm not sure about all of you, but I feel like this is a long-standing relationship. This has been around for a while. And you don't want to give up what you put into it, the time you put into it, but you also want to stand your ground. You don't want to give up your feelings, what your opinions, how you feel. So it's kind of like, all right, you're trying to weigh the odds on that. And maybe that's what this Six of Coins is, this balancing of the Six of Coins, because you want to be able to... The balance is important, very important to you. And I don't know if it's always been like this, or if it's just like this is like a new, relatively new situation. Okay, then we've got the Six of Swords again, and the Five of Wands. And yeah, it's just like picking up and going again. And with all this, so I think this is telling me that if there is going to continue to be conflict, if things are just always going to be, where you're competing against each other, or you're, kind of like on this battle of pushback, and, you're trying to get ahead and you keep getting pushed back, that you would feel like you can't stay. Because there's some sense of you thinking that I will do better if I'm not, in that situation anymore. But then we still have like all this, oops. Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Well, there's options, and you actually have a chance to decide on these options, because there's something new coming in if you make these moves, if you decide to go forward with whatever it is that you're thinking. And there's definitely options for you, but you have to be aware of what is an option and what is a pipe dream, what's reality and what isn't, and make sure you know what you would be getting into if you're doing it, and what you'd be losing, and what you'd actually be able to gain. And also, I feel like the way I feel like with this one is not so much, is something being taken away from you, or somebody, lying, or, dishonesty. I almost feel like, you could pick up your swords and go, because you do have these options available to you. But would you actually want to do that? So just like looking, it's like, all right, well, I feel like, there was love and possibly commitment. Well, I'm sure it was. But something's stressing you out about this balance. Like this not feeling like you don't feel like you are equal in this. And that's why you're feeling so stuck. Knowing that whatever's going to be happening, that maybe you're working on something, maybe you're getting a better job, like something's going to happen. And until that happens, you're always going to feel this way. But you don't want to feel that way. You shouldn't have to feel that way in the relationship, if that's what it is. It's a relationship. It's not like a business agreement. So until that feeling stops, you're always going to have this constant, chaos feeling, like this upheaval. And like I said, the options are that you could actually just pick up your swords and go. So I guess it's going to be something you're going to have to think on. But you definitely need to talk to them, whoever that person is. You need to talk. Figure out where they stand, what goes on. And how you can make it right for the both of you. So we have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement, okay, and loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Well, the change, I get it. I mean, that's like in life. You just, you know, things have to keep going, and you can't evolve and do anything different. And you can't, no. Keep doing the same thing, you're going to keep experiencing the same thing over and over again. But now this loneliness one, I tell you, I hate it when this card comes up. I didn't get a book with this, so it was like from a, what is it called? An estate sale. So I don't know exactly how but it says that I know that I'm never alone. And that is true. We weren't all hatched, but, family might not be there the way, you would want them to be. But, hopefully, you have friends, you have community, you have people in your environment that you could reach out to if you needed to, because people need people. I mean, that's just one of the things, I think what we actually all learned in the last couple of years. We need to be around people. When everything was shutting down, it's like, okay, we really do need to be around people. But anyhow, I hope this worked out for you, Aquarius, and you enjoyed it. If you want, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe. I'll be back for the December readings, but I'm also going to do a new moon reading coming up, probably before the 4th, because new moon's on the 4th. And we'll see how that one goes, all right? I hope you do well, and I will talk to you later.